Good morning, dear children. Hope you all doing well and good in God's grace. Well, we are in the lesson Atmosphere. Just recall what you have learned in the previous sessions. The structure of atmosphere, it has 5 layers of atmosphere. We have seen everything in detail. Well, the next one is weather and climate, and the factors that affect the weather and climate, and not only that, weather winds, how the cyclones have been formed. Now we'll continue the lesson with clouds. You can see the clouds over here. We'll start with how these clouds have been formed. It has been formed according to their heights, and these are classified into 3 types. The first one is high clouds, the second is middle clouds, and the third one is low clouds. We'll enter into high clouds. The first high clouds we are going to see is divided again into 3 types, that is cirrus, CIRRO-CUMULUS and CIRRO-STRATUS. You just have a look into this figure, how these clouds have been formed according to their heights. And the next comes the ALTO-CUMULUS and ALTO-STRATUS and NIMBO-STRATUS. These are formed in the middle clouds. And the third one is low clouds, that is with the STRATO-CUMULUS, STRATUS, CUMULUS and cumulonimbus. Okay, we'll see in detail. The first one is high clouds. That is, it has been divided as the first as cirrus. It is detached clouds in the forms of white, delicate, fibrous, silky filaments. It has been formed at the height sky of about 8,000 meters to 12,000 meters. That's why it's called as cirrus clouds. These clouds have been white, fibrous, silky filament with the ice crystals and are also with the dry crystals. So here you will not have any rain over there. The next one is the CIRRO-CUMULUS. This is how the cloud will be. It is with a white patched sheet or layer which are composed of ice crystals. The third one is CIRRO-STRATUS. It's with smooth, silky, transparent, whitish clouds composed of tiny ice crystals. So this is with smooth, milky, transparent and has tiny ice crystals. You just have a look how it has been formed and it goes on. Okay, the next one is middle clouds. It is also again divided into 3 types. One is ALTO-STRATUS and the next one is ALTO-CUMULUS and the third one is NIMBO-STRATUS. The first in detail, ALTO-STRATUS. It is thin sheets of grey or blue colored clouds in uniform appearance, which consist of frozen water droplets. So these droplets after the condensation falls as rain. The next one is ALTO-CUMULUS. Here is the cloud which is called as ALTO-CUMULUS. This cloud fitted closely together in parallel bands, which are also called as sheep clouds or wool pack clouds, because it is thick as like sheep or wool. Okay. Then third one is NIMBO-STRATUS. These are the clouds of dark color very close to the ground surface, which are associated with rain, snow or sleet. The third type is low clouds. Stratus-cumulus, stratus, cumulus, and the fourth type is cumulonimbus. So in low clouds we see four types. The first one, strato-cumulus. It is grey or whitish layer with non-fibrous low clouds that has been found in round patches at the heights of 2500 to 3000 meters. It has been associated with fair or clear weather. The next type in low clouds are stratus. It's dense, low-lying, fog-like clouds associated with rain or snow. Third is cumulus. It is dome-shaped. You can see the dome shape over here. Well, with a flat base often resembling a cauliflower associated with fair weather. Yes, of course, you can have it for your dinner. Well, the fourth type of low clouds is cumulonimbus. Fluffy, thick towering, and also thunderstorms cloud capable of producing heavy rain, snow, hailstorm, or tornadoes. You know all these things, what does it mean, isn't it? Now we'll enter into precipitation. So from the beginning of this lesson, we have seen about the wind, the cyclone, the clouds, everything. We'll see what does precipitation mean. Falling down of condensed water vapor in different forms is called as precipitation. When dew point is reached in the cloud, water droplets become saturated and start to fall down. Hence, they fall on the earth as precipitation. Okay, what were the factors that influence the precipitation, the forms of precipitation? That is temperature, altitude, cloud type, atmospheric condition, and precipitation process. And again, in turn, these are the main forms of precipitation. That is drizzle, rain, sleet, snow, and hail. So the clouds which has been precipitate have the forms of different types. When it has been precipitated, it falls down to the earth as drizzle, rain, sleet, snow, or hail. Just look into the picture, drizzle. The next is rain. It is a widespread above freezing point, but the drizzle is just as a water drops. The next we are going to see is sleet, that is pellets. Actually it's called as a moisture, mixture of ice or snow, that is called as sleet, which when precipitate it comes down as pellets. The next form is hails. It is a chunks of ice. You just have a look of this chunks of ice. It falls down to the earth. Well, the next is snow, which condenses and occurs below the freezing point. So it falls as snow. Now we'll enter into rainfall. Here also we see three types of rainfall. Well, before that we'll see what do you mean by rainfall. Rainfall is a most predominant type of precipitation. So when the water gets evaporated and condensed and later it gets precipitated to fall as rain on the earth, isn't it? So this is what is the predominant type of precipitation. It is a moisture laden, air masses rise upwards from clouds and bring rainfall. It's based on the mechanism of rising of air. So let's see the three types of rainfall. Conventional rainfall, frontal or cyclonic rainfall, and the third one is orographic rainfall. We'll see in detail the conventional rainfall. It's also called as a 4 o'clock rainfall. The air near the earth is heated up, it rises and expands. This heating results in the formation of conventional air currents. Usually it occurs in the equatorial region in the evenings. That's why it's called as a 4 o'clock rainfall. Here is the picture to have a clear view for you. So when the air gets heated up and warm air gets rises and mixed with the air, and where the air gets cooled and condensed with the height forming of clouds. So when it reaches the dew point, it turns to cumulus nimbus, which gives you rainfall. So the water droplets accumulate and fall as rain due to gravity. Okay, conventional rainfall. Ground gets warms up and blows as rain through the cumulus nimbus. 4 o'clock rainfall. The next rainfall we are going to see here is cyclonic rainfall. The air masses are converge and move upward so that the adiabatic cooling occurs. That is the cooling, the excess cooling occurs over there. So this has been occurred on the boundaries of warm, where the warm and cold currents meet. This is how the cyclones have been formed. So most of the cyclones have been formed in the Bay of Bengal. And also due to the cyclone, the depression forms and gives you heavy rainfall. The third one is orographic rainfall or a relief rainfall. What is this orographic rainfall says about? The air raises upwards, which are as moisture laden. The mountain barriers lying across the direction of airflow forces the moisture laden and rise along the mountain slope. This results in the cooling of air. Thus, it flows as rain. Well, we'll just see to the both the side of the mountain. One is windward side, which receives heavy rainfall. That's why it's called as a rain-fed region. What do you mean by windward side? You know, the clouds starts from one place. When the air or the wind blows, it pushes up the clouds. So when the cumulonimbus, the severe rainfall just showers down, it pushes the cumulonimbus to the other side of the mountain. So when it starts, it gives you heavy rainfall. That side is called as windward side, and it is also called as a rain-fed region, which receives heavy rainfall. But later, when it has been pushed up to the other side through the wind, it is called as a leeward side, which receives a rain shadow region. It receives less rain or just the drops. That's it. This is called as a orographic rainfall, and this has been found here through the windward direction and the leeward direction. That is with the windward side and the leeward side, with heavy rainfall and the less rainfall. Just try to understand with these pictures. Well, we are in the end of the lesson. We'll move on to the humidity. Humidity is an important aspect. Without the humidity, we cannot just have a clear idea about weather and climate. So it is an important phenomena for the atmosphere. So which affects the both weather and climate. The amount of water vapor present in the atmosphere is called or referred as a humidity. It's also called as a the water vapor or the chillness in the atmosphere. The humidity at the atmosphere is high when it has large quantities of water vapor. So that's why it's called as a absolute humidity. Well, dear children, hope you have understand and we are about to complete this lesson. Do well. Thank you very much. I'll give you the homework later.